Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dan the Fireman, and I want to talk to you about how to motorcycle camp, at least on your Harley, and this could probably work for any other bike that you have, but for me, this is what worked. I don't have an adventure bike. I didn't have something with saddlebags or a sissy bar even at the time. I was doing it on my cafe Sportster, which is in the background right now. So how did I do it? Well, there's a few things. There's 6 must-have items to have when you are motorcycle camping. So if you like this kind of stuff and you want to see me start motorcycle camping up here in Tucson, because Mount Lemon's awesome, there's a bunch of other campsites around here, go ahead and click subscribe. Hit that little bell button to let you know when a new video pops up on my channel, so you'll be one of the first to actually see it. So first off, you need a tent. When I first started camping, I did it the easy way. You know, car camping was the norm. I didn't have a good tent to lug around on my backpack, let alone my Harley. I had a cheap Walmart tent that fit like 2 queen air mattresses, and it was really heavy. So once I got the Harley, I decided to get some more compact and lightweight stuff. So what I bought was an REI quarter dome T3 tent. Now, this is, obviously from REI. It's a really good tent. It's a 3-person tent. Usually what happens is that a 3-person tent fits 2 people comfortably. A 2-person tent fits 1 person comfortably. Kind of get the gist of that. So if you're gonna ride around with a buddy and you're gonna be carrying the tent and you guys are gonna sleep in the same tent, go ahead and get a 3-person tent. That way you have extra room for, your helmet and gear, because you're not gonna be sleeping with that stuff. And so the other person can sleep comfortably also. You're obviously gonna need a backpack. Now, like I said, this is for something that, you don't have a sissy bar or saddlebags like I didn't. I didn't have that. So I needed a really good backpack. So I went to REI and I found some really good backpacks. Now, the thing that I like about REI is, for one, they have a really good staff. They will help you out. They will, fit the backpack to you. And another thing is that if it doesn't work for your first camping session, just go ahead and head back. Tell them that it didn't work out and you can get a refund. It's a really good thing about REI, especially if you're a member. Now, you're obviously gonna need a tank bag and possibly some bungee cords. You'd be surprised how much stuff needs to come with you. In order to save your back, it's best to strap your backpack to the rear fender. That's what I did. I didn't have to have all that stuff on my back. Also, get yourself a tank bag. That way you can put a lot of clothes in there. For me, I put my underwear, like my shirts, my warm thermals, and some extra, some clothing. That way it's nice and soft to lay on. So back when I had the Cafe Sportster, on those very long trips, I would basically just lay on my tank bag. So if you have like a sport bike, I think you guys already know what I'm going with this, is that you just kind of lean forward and you just kind of lay on it. That way you save your back on that. So obviously you're gonna need a sleeping bag, because you're not gonna wanna sleep on the ground in the tent with nothing other than clothes. So depending on where you're heading out, make sure you get the right bag for you. There are many ratings out there for different climate types. I grabbed one that will keep me warm in low temperatures as my all-season bag. The Kelty Cosmic Down 41 sleeping bag is what I got. What I basically did was got a bag that would sleep comfortably in cold weather, and if I had to, I could unzip it in warmer climates. So I prefer to camp in 40 to 80 degree climate anyways, so this is actually probably one of the better bags that I got. But if you plan on camping in something with a lot of snow, it's obviously going to be a little bit harder to ride into, but get a bag that will sleep comfortably in snowy weather. And if you plan on sleeping in somewhere hotter, obviously get a bag that will sleep comfortably in hotter climate. You're gonna need a hammock or a camping chair. And I wanna tell you why. Sitting on the ground or a sharp rock will get very old quickly. You can't just sit on your bike the whole time while you're at the campsite. So I like to camp in the woods, so a hammock was my choice. I use that as a chair and where I sleep. My gear stays nice and dry in the tent, and if someone else is coming along, the tent has plenty of room for them. My go-to hammock is the Hennessy Hammock Expedition Zip Hammock. So what this hammock is, it's basically a tent hammock. It has a rain tarp over it, and it sleeps very comfortably. I don't really need to have something underneath me like in a tent where it keeps me off the ground. It's awesome. I love sleeping in a hammock. I actually like it a lot more than sleeping in a tent. So now you're really gonna need food, water, and for me, I needed beer. So I can't really function without the first two, obviously, and I want my beer. So when I go camping, I truly enjoy having a good beer before bed and while I'm setting up. After a long ride, your back's gonna be a little sore, your hips are gonna be a little sore, your legs are gonna be a little sore. So what I do is, like, right before I hit to the campsite, I obviously go to like a Fry's or a Bash's or a Walmart or wherever and get myself just one good beer. And I just kind of pack it away, call it a day. Now with food, my go-to is dehydrated foods. That way they don't, get messed up. You don't have to heat them. You don't have to, cook them or anything. And they're a lot lighter. Now, if you plan on actually camping and doing some backpacking camping, you can always get one of those compact stoves and cooking systems like Jetboil. Well, for me, I'm just gonna do a quick in and out, 1 day, maybe 2 day overnight, and just, live off of freeze-dried food, come home, have a good cooked meal. I'm not gonna worry about having any of these compact stoves in my system because I don't have a lot of room on a bike, especially without saddlebags or a sissy bar. Obviously, get a good water bladder in your backpack will basically take care of all your water needs, and then that good beer to help you, get to sleep that first night. So guys, I plan on doing some motorcycle camping soon up in Mount Lemmon, and maybe thinking about doing a how-to, keep taking you guys along. I'm obviously not gonna be able to do a live stream, but you know what? I think it'd be a lot of fun to kind of go over my gear, what I have more in depth. That way you guys know what to do, how to do it, and do it safely, to be honest. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, or even comment below. Any of those things truly helps out this channel. Thank you so much, guys. You guys all ride safe.